Where were we yesterday too? What part of town?
Hollywood.
That was Hollywood too?
Yeah, that was damn near a block from the Diddy Star.
I think Hollywood is just like, do you go there often? Do you frequent that place?
No, I don't like Hollywood.
Is that the worst part of LA?
Worst part of LA.
Worst part of LA? I might say Hollywood.
Hollywood is hectic.
It's low key it's a bottom 2 place in LA.
It just sucks because some of the venues are actually cool. Like a lot of the really cool the spaces are really cool, but like as soon as you leave your venue, you're just like instantly like concerned for your safety, and it smells of piss, and you can't park within 3 miles.
There's no parking anywhere.
Bro,
I don't think I've ever found any easy accessible parking.
No, but like some of them clubs, like have you been to Avalon?
No, I'd be inside, bro.
In Hollywood, Avalon in Hollywood is like one of the coolest venues in LA, I think, for like a big DJ to perform at. The spot we were at last night was smooth.
That was fire. That was really, really fire. Really strange release party.
Yeah.
So what type of music would you expect to hear at a Freddie Gibbs after party?
I don't know. Probably some boom bap.
They was playing like dance hall. We didn't get no Afrobeat. We got a little bit of R&B at the end of the night, but like I was going in with the same mentality as you.
But it's Donovan's yard though. So like that's what they're going to do.
But that's why it was so confusing, the juxtaposition, because it was like males there clearly for Freddie and like dressed for the occasion for a Freddie Gibbs concert, but then like also the baddies were out for Donovan's yard. And it was like just watching them kind of interact with each other was a very funny crowd thing.
So just like not a good pairing.
I wouldn't say that. I think it was a great night, honestly. I had a good time.
To me, honestly, I didn't even really notice that much of an influence of Freddie and the Alchemist. It really just felt like Donovan's yard.
Yeah, there was
with
a couple
more like older white people than you'd expect to see at Donovan's yard, and they were doing like Jerk Alfredo in the corner. But really, and they mixed like 3 Freddie songs into their set. But at the end of the day, it was just like a really good Donovan's yard set.
Yeah,
I think.
Facts. It was a good time. A little bit less dancing than we would have expected.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think the people that were there for Alfredo took away from the movement of the entire community. Yeah. They don't really know how to dance to no Latin music. They were probably really confused when the Bad Bunny set came on.
I know, they didn't know what to do with themselves. They were just kind of standing like, do I talk to, I don't know. Oh, I want to talk about one more thing that I saw. And how do you feel about this? Walking up to the girl with your contact like ad thing already up on your phone. You know that? Like when you can put someone's like contact in your phone already. I seen 3 niggas walk up to one girl every time they had the phone already ready to add the number.
Got you. Yeah.
Is that crazy? That feels a little aggressive.
It's not my move.
It just feels like very presumptuous to me.
Yeah.
Seeing that, you know?
I mean, I don't think that, I see what you're saying. I think more so like what do you expect to get out of it? Because like you're going to exchange contact info and she's not going to hit you back. Most likely. I don't know. Maybe like you're like handsome enough to pull that off, but like 9 times out of 10, probably not. You didn't even have a conversation.
Yeah, and I feel like just girls don't want to give out their phone number off the first conversation. Either if you don't know them at all.
You might get a fake. You might get the real, but just not get hit back. You might get blocked. Like I don't really see it going in the positive direction.
I mean, it's really presumptuous because like think of like an employer like reached out to you on some like, hey, there's this job opening. Here's the contract, sign here. You know what I mean? It's like, no, we didn't even talk about it yet. I don't know if you're a good fit for me. We haven't negotiated terms.
What if they invite you to a Coldplay concert and then send you that text?
And then send me the text? If they're taking me to see Coldplay, I'm signing whatever.
Amen. What up, y'all? Welcome back to the Stereo Vision Podcast. Oh, shit. What up, y'all? Welcome back to the Industry Plans Podcast.
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm sorry. I'm used to one way. That was the first time I made that mistake, though.
In so long.
That was the first time I made that mistake.
Welcome back to Industry Plans. It's episode 146.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Happy to be back, man. I'm Miles. To my left, we got Osei. To my right, we got Spencer, man.
Yeah.
Big Industry Plans back in the building, man. How we living this week?
Good, man. I mean, chilling. I was at a Dave & Buster's, ran into McGee this weekend.
Fire.
Wild pull. Yeah, it was a pretty productive week. You know, I've been in the studio a lot.
Yeah.
That was really, really fun. You know, I've been having a good time. I'm going back to New York. Mm-hmm. That's going to be an enjoyable time. You know, it seems like every major release happens when I'm gone.
Yeah.
That's been fucking plaguing me all week ever since Tyler started posting fucking July 21st and all that shit. We'll get into his bullshit later. Because I'm really mad at you for doing that. Like, because I'm a fan of yours and you won't really do me like that. But whatever. Starting off, I think the topic of conversation for every corner of the internet the past 4 or 5 days has been a Coldplay concert, which is something I would never expect to see in 2025.
Yeah,
But the CEO of Astromer, that's the company, right?
I believe so.
Went out to a Coldplay concert thinking it's a little vibe, you know, having a good time. And he's with his work wife. Now,
Naturally.
me, I don't have a work wife. So I don't know how this nigga moving, none of that. I could never do what this nigga's on, right? And the kiss cam pans to him and, you know, said woman that he's with. And his reaction was, I think the best thing that he could think of in the moment, but I think that caused the virality. Basically, you see these old white people get put up on this kiss cam. The nigga just looks shook in the face for 2 seconds and just hits the deck. Like drops fast. You know what I mean? I know you did not burpees, but like up downs in football.
Yeah.
That nigga hit the floor real quick, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And homegirl just turns around, but like keeps standing there. Now, I want to say there's 2 MVPs of this situation to me.
Okay.
Her homegirl to the left that we later found out also works at the company that literally was just red in the face dying at this shit.
Yeah.
And then the production team for keeping the camera on her.
Oh yeah, letting it develop.
Not moving it. Just let's everyone sit in this moment for a second.
100%.
Because we know what just happened. I'm not going to say nothing, but we know.
Yeah.
The only thing that could have made it better is Chris Martin. That's the lead singer, right?
Yeah.
I need some commentary from him.
I know.
I need him to have said something because I know he's been there before. But how did you guys feel about this situation?
You know he's been there before.
You know, bro.
What, been with a side piece and got on the kiss cam at a major event?
Been caught cheating.
I feel like that's a pretty niche.
Chris Martin has been caught cheating before.
You think?
You know Coldplay got a song about that.
Fix you.
You know? There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about this situation? What could have done better? What could have been done worse? Well, I need the full analysis of this.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is great. This is just great for us as a population because I think we love seeing CEOs, owners of massive corporations, extremely wealthy men go down, you know? But the last couple of times that's happened, it's been low-key serious, you know, like we're talking about
Niggas died.
Luigi shooting the dude or the dude in the submarine, right? And so like nobody had to die this time for us to get our jokes off. So I think it's a win for everyone but him and his family. I think my favorite part of the situation was his apology. Did you read the statement?
He was really mad, bro. Like you could tell he was like, I have to take ownership of this and I'm going to try to keep my job, but also fuck these niggas. Like,
oh yeah, no, I mean, and he didn't take ownership. The statement was basically like, yo, turn your cameras off when I'm cheating.
Yeah.
Please, please let me cheat in peace.
And that's where my issue comes along with this. I think he could have avoided the situation
so easily.
He looked too happy to be with his side piece.
Oh, that's not the
You can't be that happy to be with your side piece in public.
You have me, then you lost me.
Up, bro.
You have me, then you lost me.
He was geeked up and excited, acting like he had never been there before. And that's why they put the kiss cam on him. No, the nigga was looking mad happy. If they're not putting the kiss cam on a couple that just look like they in the middle of a fight,
that's true.
Stand next to her, like, you know, have some decorum, bro.
But also, it's not like it's like a forbidden love. Like this is their one date of probably the month, and they're at a Coldplay show. Like,
that's cap.
Enjoy it.
You seen the way he was hugging her?
Yeah, but I mean, shit. They might not get to get out the house much together.
You know, they get a lunch date every single day.
Well, I feel like
they eat lunch together every day.
Yeah, but eating lunch in the cafeterias of Astronomers R Us or
I don't think they go into the cafeteria.
Bro, versus like
the CEO is taking her wherever she want to go.
I just don't know if they get intimate moments like this, so I'm not mad at him for cherishing this special moment with his side piece. Where he fucked up was hitting the deck, bro. If you just play it off, you just pretend like you don't even see you're on the cam, just rock out. Yes, the people in the arena are gonna be like, wait a second. A couple of them might know you, and rumors might start, but likely nobody has a video of it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Spencer. I think in these situations, the best thing to do is just double down. You know what I mean? You're already seen hugging her on camera. You got to just keep going. You know
Maybe give her a little kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, they would have moved off him if he hadn't hit the deck. As we just said.
Yeah,
I know, we literally just said because he hit the deck, everybody was laughing, everyone was red in the face. That's why I kept going.
It didn't help at all. I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
But I don't think you could play into it because now you in your hometown. He lives there.
Yeah.
Somebody in that crowd at the Coldplay, is it a stadium tour or whatever, bro? Like they know his wife.
Okay.
Somebody is going to get word back to her that this is happening.
Yeah, I mean, the moment that he walked into the arena,
but I'm thinking,
the moment he walked into the stadium, someone could have seen him.
Fuck with me though, but he looked like a regular white guy. So fuck with me.
But you're saying somebody knows him.
In his head.
I would never recognize that dude walking down the street.
In his head.
What?
when he gets put on that camera,
Yes.
he is like, I want to save my marriage. There is a chance that I could still preserve this marriage. What do I do to stay with my wife right now?
And
you gotta get low.
And that's
literally and figuratively. You have to get low.
No, that
you
was
gotta
the
look
problem.
like you're ashamed.
He didn't look ashamed.
No, but I'm saying like, is the better? So your wife's gonna
terrified.
no, but this is the real question though, because you're saying he's got to save his marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife's gonna see your reaction regardless. So you're saying the better move is to look ashamed rather than double down to save your marriage.
Yes.
Okay. So I mean that's an opinion.
Because if you go and you kiss this girl and then you go home to your wife,
Kiss the girl.
you know what I mean? She gonna be like, oh, so you really playing in my face. You don't give a fuck about nothing.
But why are we even assuming that this wasn't an agreed upon situation? We don't even know.
I think we could guarantee it because
I think we can pretty much assume it.
his wife immediately after removed his name because she had like the hyphenated name. So she removed his name from the bio and the Facebook and everything because that's what 40-year-olds do when they get cheated on. Go into the Facebook status instantly.
Single.
You know what I mean? That's how you know maybe you need to get out the game. Take that man back.
Do you think she went to like the It's Complicated tab first?
Yes.
Like a couple weeks in It's Complicated before she's single?
Clearly it's been complicated for weeks. Months, really. You know, I think that the arguments in that house are probably insane now.
I think so too. Hey, let's just put our industry hats on for 1 second though. This happened to coincide with a little Rolling Stone cover story. Coldplay seems to be having some motion right now. Odds this is a rollout.
Wow.
For out of 100%, odds this is like a calculated marketing stunt.
This is the most I've heard about Coldplay in years.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't put it past them.
But would the astronomer do that for them? That's what I'm asking.
Well, do any of us know? Has anyone been on this company's LinkedIn page? Can we confirm? Like, I've never heard of this company.
I think it's a real company.
Probably, but how do you know?
I don't. I'm assuming.
And also,
we have no idea.
The statement was so ludicrous. Like, because at the end of the statement, he quoted "Fix You" by Coldplay.
Yeah, it was
it's like,
crazy.
yo, how are you dropping Coldplay lyrics in your apology for cheating on your wife with your work wife?
All right. Give me a second. Astronomer is a data operations technology company known for its platform Astro, which is built on Apache Airflow. They focus on helping data teams build, run, and scale data pipelines and are currently trusted by many large enterprises. Recently, Astronomer's CEO, Andy Byron, resigned following a viral incident at a Coldplay concert.
Yeah, it might be true.
It is real, and he lost his wife.
And see,
sorry for you, buddy.
Nah, he messed up because you can't have it all. When you make a mistake, you have to damage control. He could have just lost the wife. He didn't need to lose his job. He could have just lost the wife.
He was going to lose his job regardless.
No, he was losing the wife regardless.
He was going to lose his job.
We haven't uncovered the next layer to this.
What?
A homegirl worked at the company.
That's true.
She wasn't she in HR?
Yeah.
She was HR?
He was going to lose the wife or the job.
The HR lady.
Well, not if you're fucking the HR lady. It sounds like you have like it sounds like you got the perfect inside woman.
Niggas ask the question, if you're the CEO, who fired you?
I mean, yeah, he resigned.
The stockholders was like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
You know, he got a letter from someone with a little bit more bread than him and said, yo, gang.
Yeah, because for every company,
get up out of here,
every
bro.
company has a board. So like, yeah, somebody does put them in power.
Yeah.
So
that was bad. Thoughts and prayers to the whole company. Yo, I saw a tweet too that said, your coworker's not attractive. You're just in close proximity to them for 40 hours a week.
That's definitely fact.
I think that's the biggest facts in the world. And niggas really be getting caught up. I think it's nasty work to be with your coworker. To me.
You feel that?
I think that's crazy. Do you not think that's insane?
Super insane. But like, I also like, I'm just saying the 40 hours a week is a real thing. Like, and it's not just with like romantic relationships. Like I've worked jobs before where I'm working full time somewhere miserable. And the only outlet, the only thing that makes this better are the people I'm around. You know what I mean? And so in my head, these people are dope. You know what I mean? Because like, oh, it's us against the man at work. It's us against these bitch ass customers. But then I invite the people out to come out like with my real friends. And it's so clear. I'm like, wait, you're not dope. You're really strange. And I think the same thing probably be happening with relationships in the workplace, you know?
My thing is just like, again, that 40 hours thing would just keep being in my head. And it's like, yo, if this goes left, I have to be around you all the time. Every day.
Yeah.
This is inescapable. And I'm going to have to ask you a question at some point. I'm gonna need something from you.
Oh, it's not a situation you should get yourself into.
Yeah, I'm very, very anti that. If you're in a situation you think your coworker's bad, do something else. think differently.
Get her fired and then bag.
Oh God. That's really the wave. Speaking on more drama that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Kind of unexpected. I don't know who's reaching for relevancy, but Nicki Minaj went on one of the craziest Twitter rampages I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
This past week.
She's on one. She's been known to like have these crazy Twitter crash outs, but this one's especially bad.
I want to just start off by saying I think we all have respect for Nicki. I think we know what she's done musically, culturally, obviously. I think that she won't let any of us forget it or SZA forget it, but she's an icon, you know?
Yeah.
And she deserves to be able to demand respect and talk a certain type of way. But I don't like when things get nasty. So when she was talking about SZA this week, out of nowhere, it seems like she was just, she responded to a SZA tweet.
Yeah.
SZA tweeted about something about Mercury's in retrograde, don't take the bait.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, because I think she thought that was a response to things Nicki had been tweeting.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't sure because that was the genesis of all the tweets that I saw.
Yeah.
So I thought, and what I've kind of heard around is like, I guess someone who signed a Punch put out a song called Broken Barbies.
Who is it? It was Lyric, right?
It was Lyric. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was Lyric.
I thought it was.
Put a name on it. I think it probably was.
Yeah.
I won't say who it was, but I think it might have been Lyric.
Yeah.
But she put out a song called Broken Barbies. Nothing about Nicki. Nothing dissing Nicki. Nothing talking about Nicki Minaj, but just the title is Broken Barbies.
Mm.
I think Nicki probably caught wind of that and probably felt away because I guess there's been some pre-existing beef between her and Punch, like her and the TDE camp.
Well, I mean, there's the Doechii thing too, where like I feel like Nicki always has been felt slighted for not having the Grammy. And I think after Doechii won the Grammy, there were words.
Really? I didn't hear that.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I think Nosebleeds was probably the closest Doechii has ever been to like sounding like Nicki. And Nicki had never won the Grammy, never been honored on that platform. I don't know if Nicki directly came out and said something, but I definitely saw a lot of conversation about it. And I kind of assumed that Nicki was anti-TDE, also because of the Drake connection.
Yeah, I feel like the whole Young Money camp and TDE has just not really been getting along.
Yeah, but sorry, continue.
Yeah, so that happens with Lyric and Nicki catches wind of it and it seems like she starts to throw some little things out there. And I think she was especially going at Punch and Rock Nation this week were the two people that like she's like, yo, I'm gonna go at you. And then, you know what I'm saying? Well,
Rock Nation been catching a lot of Twitter hate lately.
Yo, bro, the conversation about Rock Nation on Twitter is hilarious.
I think when niggas just don't know who to blame, it's like, oh, Rock Nation.
Rock Nation.
Bro, I've just seen the memes being like, Rock Nation made me do this, bro. Rock Nation made me cheat on my baby mama, bro.
No, right?
Like all that shit. And then SZA tweets the Mercury in retrograde.
Wait,
thing.
Rock Nation made me cheat on my baby mama?
You haven't seen that?
What?
You haven't seen that? People are just
sorry, that took a second.
People are blaming Rock Nation for everything that's going wrong
funny.
in their life.
It's like a thanks Obama tweet.
Yes,
I gotta join that.
It's really, really funny. But yeah, SZA then tweets, Mercury's in retrograde, sweetie, whatever, don't take the bait. Again, not thinking in my head that any of this is towards Nicki Minaj. And that's the tweet that Nicki then quote tweets and starts going ham on SZA.
Yeah.
Who the fuck do you think you are? Da da da. I'm way bigger than you. You've always like, it seems like from Nicki's standpoint, there's always been beef there.
Yeah.
And always been this kind of envy towards her. And you know, SZA's not really the type to always go at people.
Yeah.
Like I feel like she does try to do the earthy, calm, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. SZA clearly had time that day and shot back. A little bit.
Well, I mean, it was in the most like SZA way. Like,
yes.
I don't think it was ever, and nothing she said was like putting her down. It was more so like, I'm gonna do me over here. What are you talking about? What tweet are you talking about?
I think that girls are really smart and are really good at being petty. And so right after that shit happens and she says her one little response to Nicki, I forget what it was. You just notice SZA started retweeting and quote tweeting all of her accolades.
Oh, yeah. Well, and also TDE PR, shout out you because they were clearly holding RIA certifications.
Exactly.
Because I mean, I think a good publicist, when you get certifications that you can hold on to, you hold them until you need them.
Yeah. Right.
And like, it's like a development card in Catan, right? Like you're not going to use that just to use it. So then that happened and I saw immediately like 3 things got announced that they were certified platinum or gold.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that's a great move.
I don't think that's a great move.
Why?
You don't talk accolades and numbers with Nicki.
Oh, but I don't think this was like, I don't think this looks like it was directly at Nicki.
It does.
It was just like, oh.
I just got
good
beef
timing.
with somebody.
Good timing.
Nah, that looks like a response. To me, that's how I read it, at least. Because it's like, yo, you was just in beef with someone who's saying that you a small artist, that nobody's heard your music, that you're out of key, that you're not who you are.
Yeah.
And you know that you're that. You know that you're dope, obviously. So I'm finna pop my shit.
Well, because that was the crux of her tweet, right? She was like, I just got back from like one of the biggest tours ever, seeing people every day in real life. #1 song, Super Bowl stage. I'm doing great. Touch grass, get new perspective. Life is great. Don't let the internet like fuck you up. And now she's gonna back it up with, oh, also here's some shit that went platinum in the last year. Yeah, it's like I don't think you need to.
And then Nicki was like, yo, I could talk accolades too. We could talk numbers. We could go. It's not because I think that SZA is on her way to being one of the biggest artists of all time. But she's not on Nicki's level as an icon yet.
No, but SZA is not shooting. Nothing SZA says is shooting. SZA is affirming herself and saying, I'm not gonna let this hate get to me. While Nicki is spewing hate about the way she looks, the way she acts.
Nicki was being hateful for sure.
Yeah, and SZA is not reciprocating the hate. She's just affirming herself. Here's some numbers. And so that's why I don't think
she shot back in a SZA way.
I don't think it was a shoot. I don't think it was a shot.
But you don't think that was a response to Nicki?
I don't know. I don't think it has to be.
Also, but it wasn't a response to Nicki. Yes or no?
But SZA's never.
Don't run from it. Don't run from it.
But it's not beef.
But like, SZA's never gonna come out and say she's a bigger artist than Nicki Minaj. That wasn't the point of the argument. I think the point was more just like Nicki felt a way about SZA in the past, and then uses opportunity to capitalize on that. And what Spencer's saying is like, all right, if Nicki's gonna shoot and be like, I'm a bigger artist than you. Then I feel like it doesn't matter for a PR, for a publicist to be like, all right, cool. Well, here's some more accolades, by the way.
I don't think it matters.
By the way, even though Nicki Minaj is a bigger artist than SZA overall, SZA is definitely on her way. And everything that Spencer said about a stadium tour, a #1 single, all this shit that's happened for her.
She's more relevant
She went diamond twice.
She's more relevant in 2025.
You know what I'm saying? She's more relevant in the current conversation than Nicki Minaj.
I have no issue with that. But we're not going to act like all of this was just stuff happening to SZA and SZA didn't shoot back.
I don't think she shot back.
It's a shot. It's a strategic shot.
It's definitely a strategic shot.
Why wouldn't she?
Why wouldn't she? I'm on the same page as you.
You have the opportunity to go with the biggest artist in the world. Why not?
I'm on the same page.
So
I think
Miles,
SZA comes out looking great in this situation.
If some podcaster shoots at us, says we don't get no interviews, we don't do none of that, we're bad podcasters. Next day, we happen to have a fire guest that we've been sitting on. Boom, we drop the guest episode. It's like our biggest guest. Are we shooting back at them by winning?
No. But
that's
if someone says all that, and then the next day we go and post, just hit 50, we start posting our accolades, start posting shit that we've done, then that's a response. Episode is an episode. The episode could have been dropping regardless.
But it's not like she was digging up old accolades.
I know.
Because to the public, these certifications were new.
Like you said, strategically holding on to certifications is smart.
Yeah.
And they're like development cards that you play when you needed them.
Yeah.
Now was the smart time to play them. I'm pro this.
Yeah.
I think SZA looks great in this situation. I think Nicki looks hateful. I think Nicki looks angry. And I think that Nicki misinterpreted this from the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm so on the page of SZA, but I'm just like, I don't think we need to act like SZA can't hold her own in this. SZA could go toe-to-toe with Nicki Minaj and talk shit with her.
Yeah.
Even if Nicki's a bigger icon, you know what I mean? Like you said, she's way more relevant in 2025. SZA got the rock right now, and SZA's on her way to being one of the biggest, so she can get that shit off. Don't worry about it. Can
we get to the fun part?
What was the fun part?
Where I think Nicki picked a more entertaining adversary.
Who?
Mac Wop, bro. The Mac Wop Nicki beef is so funny. Shout out Mac Wop, friend of the show, on the show earlier this year. One of the funniest people, if not the funniest person in that camp. Just like not the one from TDE that I think you want to go back and forth with on some online jokey shit.
I mean, he just doesn't care.
Exactly.
He doesn't give a fuck,
exactly.
You know?
And he's funny as hell.
That's why I'm like, I just don't. I think that this says more about like what mental state is Nicki Minaj in right now. Why is she going back and forth with these people?
Yeah.
What is the point of any of this? You know, even if from the beginning that lyric was dissing her, say that is true. Why, if you're Nicki Minaj, that you don't have to respond.
No.
You really don't.
No, Nicki looks crazy.
So
that whole Young Money camp is is cooked, bro.
It's super cooked.
Nicki's cooked. Drake's cooked.
Wayne's cooked.
Tyga's a streamer.
I think they're all just getting old.
But you
how
can
old are
age,
they?
you can
like
age,
almost 40?
Yeah, they
but
all.
like you can't
Nicki's
use
almost
that,
50.
You can't use that as an excuse. You can age gracefully.
Yeah, you can age gracefully.
You can age gracefully. They're not.
I think it's hard to.
Look at Jay-Z.
I'm not saying that that nigga has more money. That nigga has all the money he needs to age as gracefully as possible.
And it had all the
that nigga could reverse time if he
every
wanted
single
to.
one of those artists had the opportunity to do the same thing.
No, they did not.
They did. Of course.
No, they did not.
1,000%.
They
bro.
were signed to Birdman.
You're saying
they were all signed to somebody else.
You're saying
Jay-Z
Drake doesn't have
was-
the opportunity to do the same thing that Jay-Z's doing currently?
No, Drake was signed to other niggas. Jay-Z was not signed to another nigga.
Yo, but just because you don't have as much money doesn't mean you can't age gracefully.
I think that money makes it a lot easier to.
I don't know. I think a lot of I think most legends have aged pretty gracefully. Honestly, I think the ratio. I do.
I look at this like sports a lot.
Yeah.
When you the man in basketball, football, whatever, it's literally like Carmelo has a segment on his show called like the Nasty Jersey Awards. Just like when you see old niggas who are past their prime going to teams that they know they don't have no business going to, and now like you look crazy because why the fuck is Vince Carter in a fucking Atlanta Hawks jersey?
Yeah.
That don't even look right. That don't make sense. I think it's really, really hard for people who at one point were the man, were at the pinnacle of whatever they were doing, to now accept that they don't have it like that anymore.
Wait, I'm so confused on your statement. Was Jay-Z not signed to Def Jam?
No, Jay-Z, I think Jay-Z started his own shit.
Jay-Z,
Nah.
I think when Jay-Z signed, they also let him be the president of
Yeah,
Def Jam.
like Def Jam.
He was the president for a while.
Jay-Z
Yes, he
was-
was.
Def-
But
Jay-Z's
he didn't
always
start
been
as the
running
president
shit.
of Def Jam, though.
Jay-Z has always been in control, and then Rock Nation, once that started, he was not signed to
Oh,
anybody.
1,000%.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, this is what I'm saying, is that you're saying that Drake was signed to Cash Money, Young Money, Birdman, whatever.
Birdman and Wayne.
I'm saying that Jay-Z, even though, yes, he was the president at one point and he went on to do all these business ventures, I'm saying these other artists, he was also signed.
Yes.
So it's not like he didn't have people taking money out of his pocket. I feel like Drake specifically has so many businesses, so many accolades, so many connections and resources. He has had the same opportunity to do the same thing that Jay-Z
Look at
does.
Drake's
He just went
label
the different. He just went a different way.
Jay-Z's- Look at Drake's label versus Jay-Z's labels.
Bro, you're not
He
going to
has
sit
the
here.
best. He's some of the best writers in the game.
You are
on
not
that
going to
label.
sit here and tell me that Drake.
Is that not true?
Yo,
bro.
yo,
I'm not
Maz,
gonna
Maz,
argue Rock Nation.
You're not going to sit here and tell me that Drake, Lil Wayne, and Nicki Minaj are too broke to age gracefully.
No.
You're not going to tell me they're not rich enough.
I agree.
To
I
like,
just don't think that they're on the same level of wealth.
Sure,
and
as Jay-Z,
businessman.
yeah, sure.
And that's what I'm saying too.
So let's talk about Nas.
No,
let's
no,
talk
no,
about
no.
3 Stacks. Let's talk about the other legends that age gracefully.
Yes,
let's talk about Questlove,
Let's talk
Q-Tip,
about
anyone you want.
What is Nas doing right now?
Make
Nas
music.
is super big into crypto. Nas is a really astute businessman.
Okay.
Nas has moved past being a rapper. I think Nas enjoys rapping still.
Yeah.
So we'll deliver you a verse or anything like that. But I don't think
Or
Nas
like 4
is-
albums in the last 5 years.
When was the last time he dropped an album?
2 years ago was Magic 2.
This nigga is not doing shit frequently like how Drake is doing shit. He's not trying to be in the zeitgeist. When he's motivated, I feel you. But Jay-Z...
I think Nas has more albums than Drake in the last 5 years.
Okay.
More award nominations.
But does he have more? He has more albums than Drake in the last 4 years. Nas.
In the last 5 years.
In the last 5 years, Nas has more albums than Drake. That don't make no sense, Spencer. Come on,
well, let's fact check. I don't have my phone.
All right, bro.
But wait,
whatever.
no,
The
wait.
whole crux of what I'm trying to say is this. The crux of what I'm trying to say is this.
Okay,
though.
go ahead. But can I add after you?
Yeah, sure. These niggas like Nicki and Drake and Wayne still want to be artists, still want to go on the tours, still want to be talked about as rappers, as musicians. Jay-Z is a businessman. I think that's why he's not chasing the spotlight. He's not tweeting. He's not doing all this shit to stay relevant. These niggas like Drake, Nicki, and Wayne are trying to be relevant in the rap music game.
And that's the problem.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You can't
Point
never
blank
try to
period.
be relevant.
And I was actually gonna like add to your point and agree with you, because the more I think about Drake, again, I'm not in his pockets. I don't know everything about his businesses, but when it comes to his record deals and when it comes to the stake stuff, it does feel like Drake is very comfortable being signed in like large deals that he has to pay off and like do things to pay off.
Obligations.
Like, obligations. Like we see with Stake, right? We don't know what the ins and outs of that are. Obviously he's getting a lot of money, but it does seem like he has mad obligations to post them, do streams with Aiden Ross, like a whole bunch of different shit that doesn't necessarily seem like it's of his own will, if that makes sense.
100%.
It's like obligations he has to do. Same with the music, right? He has to drop a certain amount of albums.
Yes.
So I agree with you. It does seem like he's more reliant when it comes to his business, whereas Jay-Z has always been more ownership driven. I can do more research if I'm wrong, but that's what it seems like from an outside perspective.
I'm just counting the Nas albums. Just before.
Yeah, how many he did in the last 5 years since 2020?
There's been 3 Magics and there's been 3
King's Disease?
Yeah, so 6. Drake since 2020.
Some Sexy Songs for You, For All the Dogs, Certified, Her Loss, Honestly Nevermind.
Dark Lane demo tapes. Certified Lover Boy. Honestly Nevermind.
It's tied.
Her Loss, For All the Dogs, Some Sexy Songs for You.
It's tied. And half of Drake's are collab albums. Nas's are all solo albums. Nas has more albums.
No. Factually, no.
Factually, yes.
Factually, no.
Solo albums. Solo albums.
No. You can't add. You said Drake and Nas have. You said Drake has put out less albums than Nas in the last 5 years.
Yeah, and you laughed at me. You laughed at me and looked at me like I was stupid. They put out the same amount. But if we want to talk about it, Drake. Some out of those 6 projects. Her Loss,
because you're trying to make an argument.
You are collab
you're
albums.
Trying to make an argument.
Dark Lane demo tapes is a mixtape.
You're trying to make an argument you don't believe.
What do you mean?
Nas does not care about putting out as much music or trying to be as relevant in the music game as Drake since 2020. I get that Nas has put out albums, but it is not with the same want to still get. Drake is getting Cash Cobain features and Tizo touchdown features. He gives a fuck about the youth still listening to his music. Nas is making shit with old niggas, bro. And Nas don't give a fuck who's playing his shit.
Yeah, and I think that is Drake's problem. Because Nas is over here amassing streams, making money, and winning Grammys.
I'm on the same page as you. That's what I was trying to say. But regardless, we're on Nicki SZA. Nicki, I feel bad for because I think that she is a GOAT. I think that she never should have to be fighting for her life, looking crazy on the internet. I think that she's way, way, way past that. But I do also think she doesn't know what the next step is for her. Yeah. Like, what if you're Nicki Minaj, where do you go next?
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with you on Nicki's the GOAT, respect to her, but I don't necessarily feel bad for somebody that is doing this to themselves. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, if this all stems from her every single time.
Yeah.
And so I would love to see her age gracefully. Like, I don't know what that looks like anymore, but is there still time?
You know, it'd be nasty.
I love this shit that I love the MacWap stream. I love the whole stream that he used to just air her out, and he's like, "Yo, like, shouldn't you be doing like 444? Like, why are you tweeting at the WAP?" And I was like, "Yo, that was some of the funniest content I've seen in so long."
Nah, shout out Mac, that was funny. Get well soon, Nicki SZA, keep winning. Staying on music, we have maybe our most highly anticipated release of the year coming out Monday, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Tyler, the Creator, Don't Tap the Glass. His new surprise-ish album. I mean, I think it's a full-blown surprise.
Oh, it's a full-blown surprise.
For sure. Because he's off cycle now.
Yep.
He dropped Chromacopia last year. And from my standpoint, I felt like, obviously Tyler's great, super talented. He's never going to drop music that I like. I'm like, this is bullshit. But I was a little bit tired of the sound. I wanted something new. I felt like Tyler had fleshed out this pocket that he's been in for a while. I feel like he had kind of done it to its best. I want new inspiration from Tyler.
Yeah.
I think that this album might be that. How are we feeling about it after it's been promoted? You're kind of getting a sense of what it's going to look like, all of that.
I mean, I'm really excited because I agree. I really liked Chromacopia. It was my second favorite album of last year. But I would like a new sound from him. I totally agree with that. Everything he's done up until this point points towards new sound, in my opinion. And we won't go super deep on it because I think by the time this episode comes out, the music will be out as well, so you can listen for yourself. But the rollout is just totally like not Tyler. You know what I'm saying? To announce like 4 days before dropping, to drop a year after dropping an album, like everything is stuff he's never done before. He normally starts like a prompt 2 to 3 weeks before the album comes out with like heavy rollout and world building. We always get like a snippet. Never necessarily a single, but we always get some sort of music. And I just feel like, and normally it's 2 years, right? He's known for that really consistent calendar. So I think everything that he's doing right now is not things we've seen from him before. And that leads me to think the music might be different too.
I mean, did you see his tweets today?
What'd he say?
He's like, don't expect a concept, anything. This is just some like fun shit.
Cool.
Yeah, so, I feel like we're getting like just a pure like rap album. I think he's dressed like an 80s rapper on the cover. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
it's going to be mixtape vibes.
Mixtape vibes for sure.
Yeah, they're saying the inspiration is Ludacris when he did the Big Arms thing, LL Cool J and the Fit.
I think we're going to get a rap album. And I'm excited to hear that from him because I did feel like Chromacopia for me while yes, great piece of art, whatever, just had songs that I just didn't really like, to be honest. As a body of work, I didn't enjoy listening to it front to back.
Have you enjoyed,
after our first listen,
have you enjoyed any other Tyler albums front to back?
Wolf.
Okay.
I think Wolf, Call Me If You Get Lost, 1000%. Flower Boy too.
Okay.
And Cherry Bomb.
So all of them.
I literally did not name all of them.
Just all of them besides Igor.
Yeah, I already told you I don't really love Igor like that.
That was damn near all of them. No, you did damn near.
It's just all of them but Igor.
But I didn't name Goblin and I didn't name Igor.
So are you a Tyler? Would you call yourself a Tyler fan?
Yeah, but only when he gets in certain pockets.
Okay.
Like I think that sometimes it just gets a little bit too like I like Tyler when he's rapping. Okay. I like Tyler when he's rapping a lot. And I think I like the first time I really liked Tyler when he got in his emotional and singing bag was on Wolf when he had that song about his father.
Yeah. Answer.
Yeah. And then I think that for me made me a Flower Boy fan because I was like, okay, I'd heard that version of him before. Yeah. And that whole album was just that. So I was like, okay, I've already kind of like processed this and heard this from him. But I don't know. I didn't love Igor like that.
Yeah, which is interesting because I feel like he was he's emotional on there, but the sounds are different.
The sounds are just different.
The sounds are very, very different. I think Tyler's gonna
what? What? Is there something wrong with what I said? Can I not have an opinion?
No, you can have an opinion. I just don't really know how you can listen to Igor and not think it's a great album, but teach their own. Different tastes. But
I did not say it's not a great album. I said it's an album that I don't enjoy listening to. And I think we can separate those.
Then
things.
I don't know. I just don't know how somebody could listen to Igor and not enjoy it. It's such good music. It's such good music. But like everyone is entitled to their own opinion and what they like, and that's totally fair.
Do we think Chromacopia was Tyler's strongest project?
No. Nobody
okay,
said that.
I'm so glad.
Igor is.
He's doubling down.
Yeah.
I just feel like we went into Chromacopia, great first listen, and then I listened to it again, and I was just like, some of these songs fall flat to me. So I'm excited to hear Tyler.
Yeah, I don't think anyone thought Chromacopia was his best era. I think that it was more just like a timestamp of how big he had gotten, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could tell that even if this wasn't like everyone's favorite, everyone was listening.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was tuned in. He kind of had the entire focus of the music industry, especially dropping off cycle. Like everyone was super, super invested in seeing Tyler win. I think people want to see Tyler win now too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was a really big transition in his career. And I think it was because we grew up. We were the 12, 13-year-olds with the Odd Future donuts doing all that shit while the adults were like, fuck this, we don't want that. Now we were fans of him. Now we've grown up. We're the majority of the people that are listening to music. So now the public opinion on Tyler's dope creative, the clothes are fire, doing all of that stuff. Obviously, he's gotten tutored by Pharrell, which I think has made him even better. Like their close relationship throughout his entire career, I think has really contributed to his growth.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a good album. Like you said, we're gonna hear it on Monday and then have better opinions next time we're on camera. But
One question.
Okay.
If you guys could get one feature on this album, who would it be?
Clips.
I was gonna say Clips too, and I think it just feels like they're gonna be there, just with how much they've been working together lately.
I think he's gonna get a Kendrick feature.
I mean,
that'd be fire.
He already said that none of the features that Complex listed were on the project, so he might be lying. I think that we're not gonna get this, but obviously a Frank Ocean feature would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we think that Doechii song is gonna be on it? That was at the fashion show.
That Doechii song was bad.
I didn't like that Doechii song.
That Doechii song was bad.
I like that,
but maybe.
I hope it's on there.
Maybe.
Why is Doechii? I feel like she dropped that project, and then everything after that has been a miss for me, and I don't get it.
Well, what's come out besides Anxiety?
Nosebleeds.
Nosebleeds.
Okay. I did forget about Nosebleeds. I'm thinking mostly Anxiety, the Weekend feature. I'm thinking that Tyler show.
Crazy.
I think the feature on. I don't really like Balloon that much.
Is the Timeless
personally.
remix out?
I don't know.
It is.
Was that real?
It was. He said, "Is that real?"
That was not a real song.
That was a miss. You can't call Anxiety a miss, even if you don't like it.
Yeah, you can.
Why can't we call it? Okay,
because we can
do the same thing. Anxiety wasn't a miss, but I didn't like it.
I didn't like it
and
either.
I don't feel like that's their strongest.
I think it's a miss if
and it's also an old
entire
song.
core fan base doesn't really like the song.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think it was like a good it was a good money play, but like
I mean her fans were literally the ones that told her to put it out.
Are we her fans?
Yeah, but I don't think we are like her super fans.
Really?
Yeah, I think there is a pocket that like
I don't know because when I came in and met y'all were huge Doechii fans and already had like at least 2 Doechii fan pages following you and commenting on your shit.
Definitely qualify as Doechii super fans.
And I think that is an issue, right? It's like I think that Doechii has become so big and the messaging has become so big that it's almost lost. Like, yo, we're actually fans of your music too, gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
You can
also what? Go ahead.
I think she's experimenting in the right way. Seeing with this newfound stardom, all of these eyes on me, how far can I go? What do people want? How can I satisfy my core fan base as well as these new fans, you know? I think that is a very difficult line to walk. And I'm not mad at her for doing it with singles, with features, with remixes. That way you can kind of be gauging while you're working on your full body of work, I assume, in the background. Because even Alligator Bites Never Heal was a mixtape.
Yeah.
So like the album is probably going to be different.
And let's be honest, we love Alligator Bites Never Heal, but with the spotlight and the shine that she has right now, she can't just drop that again. This next album needs to be a little bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Like she low-key needs, like with the way they've really like ramped her up and where she's been at, she needs another hit on this new album, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. It can't just be like a really dope hip hop mixtape.
And you know what is interesting? It kind of goes back on my overall point about liking these songs, but Anxiety, like you said, the overall like online fan base wanted to release it. It did go top 10. The Weeknd Timeless remix, even though I didn't like it, it's like if The Weeknd hits your line, are you gonna say no? Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nosebleeds wasn't a miss. It was a great moment after the Grammys.
West Side Gun, Egypt, fire song.
Yeah, even though I don't like Balloon, I heard it was a favorite on the project and it is a Tyler feature. So on paper, all these moves seem right, but I don't know if the music we've gotten from it has been great, besides Nosebleeds, my opinion.
Just drop the project, Doechii.
Yeah, I'm excited for Tyler. I think it's gonna be great. Yeah, I hope it's an album of the year contender. Shit. Speaking of music this year, I think a couple weeks ago I was nervous. I was like, it's been obviously a really dope year for touring. I feel like we've been having great conversations about music and different people in music, but I hadn't gotten the projects to really make me be like, oh, this has been great for drops.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks have obviously been psychotic.
Yeah.
Clips, Jag Boys, all that stuff, Odile, Giveon. Like now I feel like I feel like I literally couldn't have picked 10 albums I love this year.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
That'd be difficult.
It was going to be really, really hard. I've heard great songs, obviously.
Yep.
But for full bodies of work, it's been weak. But I think now we're at a place where we can really start to talk about at this like kind of halfway-ish point, what have been some of our favorite full bodies of work in 2025.
Yeah.
For me, the easy answer is obviously the Clips one.
Yeah.
I think that that's going to receive all the critical acclaim. That was amazing. But personally, the most impactful has been this Giveon album. This whole body of work is R&B to its fullest, but not toxic, very elevated, very high class, it feels like, while also like some of the best gaslighting I've ever seen. So toxic, but the way that he's saying it over like strings and shit like that, you can kind of get it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I can't stop playing it.
Yeah.
I run every single song, top to bottom, no skips for me at all.
Yeah, it is a really strong return to form for Giveon. You know, he kind of ducked off for a few years and came back. And sometimes when you do that and the project doesn't hit, it's like, oof.
Yeah.
It might be over. But I feel like he came back with his best project yet. Mud and what's it called? Bleeding.
Yeah.
This incredible music.
Bleeding is crazy, man.
Yeah.
That'll bring
even because like I was anticipating like the Odile project and I kind of forgot they were dropping on the same day. Yeah. And like, I don't know. I'm not saying the Odile project wasn't good, but something about listening to Odile and Giveon back to back, I'm like, you gotta come harder, buddy. Pause. You know?
Whoa.
Gotta come harder, buddy. You feel me?
It is interesting. Also, before like we skip past it too much, Bad Bunny is album of the year.
Yeah,
to me, I think that's like best album of the year. Clips is gonna get critical acclaim in rap and is like gonna be the easy choice in America. But like, I think the right answer is probably Bad Bunny.
Well, I think it's cool with Bad Bunny too, because I feel like early on, you know what I'm saying? We talked about all the messaging and all the like basically allusions back to like Puerto Rico and like the culture that he was making on the project. Yeah. But also the political statements that he's made, like pre-rollout and during the rollout and post-rollout seem to have aged like super well. Bro. Like I feel like now that we're in an era, I mean, Puerto Rico's part of the States, but we're in an era of like anti-immigration that is even affecting, you know, Puerto Rico, and like the Dominican people that live there are getting deported by ICE and shit. You know what I mean? And like, I think even his statements with choosing not to tour in the US, that's incredible to me. And I do feel like it's also speaking to the fact that you see everything that's going on in the UK right now. Like, other countries are starting to be like, yo, like we got talent too. We don't necessarily need y'all. Yeah. You know? Thanks. And I just think the messaging of the Bad Bunny project has aged like so well, you know?
Yeah.
The music too.
Yeah, that's an incredible album and should definitely be in everyone's top 10. I think the Clips is more than the easy answer and the critical acclaim answer. To me, that is the right answer for my album of the year so far. I think they didn't miss across the whole project. Absolute legends, and every single time I've probably spun it 10, 15 times, and every time I'm picking up new things. Like nobody can talk the fly shit, the cash shit, the drug shit better than Push and Malice. And Pharrell, like we were talking about before filming, really made this project sound new and fresh and not dated, and I think really made this accessible for fans of all ages. So to me, this is like the best rap album I've heard in years. And so just as such, like a hip hop fan, I would probably give you Clips. But I also want to mention the Jim Legacy album that dropped. We've only had 3 days with it, but just the vibes I'm getting, I think that's one that I want to keep in my conversation as well. Super vulnerable, a breath of fresh air, the most refreshing first listen I've had of the entire year. All different kind of genres. Obviously the singles were immaculate, Father and Stick, both like two of the best songs of the year. But then some of the more like singer-songwritery, we were talking even like folk adjacent Jim Legacy stuff.
It's half the album.
Yeah, but it's super emotional. Like, I don't know, like it really had me feeling all kinds of ways. It's a quick listen too, which I really like. And there's even some fun like summer vibes on there.
I anticipate that being in my top 10 the entire year.
Yeah.
And then like the emotional elements of it are what like give it the chance to like, it could get top 5.
Yeah.
Like I could see it sneaking high up in the list because there's, like you said, like it doesn't feel weird when Father comes on and then I go to a folk song for some reason. I don't know what it is about the production, the sequencing, but something makes these songs that shouldn't work next to each other so well.
Yeah. And there's even that track 91. What's the one on the back end that I put on the rotation? I don't have time. I mean, we've only had this for 3 days, so I don't have titles yet.
I can't. I don't even know what to do with this album, honestly, right now.
But like some of these songs, the production is so interesting.
Tiger Driver 91.
That reminded me a little bit of the Intel Japan project from a production standpoint, because that's what I think made that Intel Japan project so incredible, especially that last song for me. And I think I got a little bit with Jim, but a little bit more emotional depth lyrically.
Definitely. And like seriously, anyone who's both Clips and Jim, if you've lost like family members, I think not only listening to the music, but listening to these people talk about everything. Obviously, Push and Malice lost both of their parents in a 4-month span. And then Jim lost his sister a couple of years back, right as he was blowing up. And I think the way that like they were able to put that pain into music so beautifully, and it didn't feel like it's like, because I think some songs lose their replayability because of that. Like, it's like, oh, this is a beautiful song, but it's so heavy, I can't put this on. Both of those songs are kind of like empowering almost. It feels like a celebration of their life, you know?
Yeah.
I was going to say, even if I don't think like Clips' #1 album, it's going to be like up there. They have the best song of the year.
With Birds Don't Cry?
Birds Don't Sing? Birds Don't Sing is probably the best song of the year to me.
For sure.
That shit is fucking, is stupid.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, okay. Well, I also just wanted to add, I didn't know if you were going to wrap up the conversation or not, but I also just wanted to add one thing that I feel like is a sleeper for this year is Balloonerism, Mac Miller. Like in terms of like projects that came out.
Yeah.
Just because I think our first listen was really hard, right? Because like we were all sitting here in a room and like it's obviously a super heavy and like slightly depressing project. But
slightly.
Like, yeah, you know?
Extremely.
But I almost feel like the projects that came out this year that were the best are the ones that we're talking about with emotional depth, but also just attention to detail when it comes to the production and just like messaging overall and the theme. And I feel like with this one, right, this was a project that was supposed to come out way before he passed and the label didn't want to put it out because it was too experimental. That's how they phrase it. But I feel like honestly, if it had come out at the time, we probably would have been a little bit more prepared for the things that Mac was going through before his death. Because like what he talks about on Funny Papers and what he talks about on $5 Pony Ride, Excelsior, the song with SZA, I'm forgetting what it's called. It's like something organ.
Yeah.
Like I think all these are like really painful subject matters, but very clearly speak to the depression that he was going through and like the way he was viewing life. And like, I don't think the average fan even knew that. You know, I almost feel like it was unfair that this came out like after his death.
Yeah.
I mean, because like you would only know if you were listening to the mixtapes too, right? Because this was tied in with Faces, which also didn't get a major release.
Yeah.
Like that, you had to be like a Dat Piff, super Mac Miller fan, I think, to really hear that project and to, it's such a juxtaposition from Best Day Ever and all like the super upbeat shit, you know?
I just can't go back to it right now. Like I like $5 Pony Rides a lot, but that album makes me really sad.
Yeah.
I can't lie. For as big of a Mac Miller fan as I am, I also haven't been able to go back to it.
I've tried. I literally like it's a lot.
Yeah.
It is a very, very hard hitting album, bro.
I mean, it's so honest in a way that a lot of people aren't.
And it's just that is literally what depression feels like. Like he's able to articulate it in such an eloquent way that it's like, this is too vivid, bro. Like,
I think so. Here's what I think. I'm not somebody that like suffers depression, but I feel like in Funny Papers, which is probably like the one that's the most like palatable or one of the more palatable songs.
Yeah.
When he's talking about like he's picking up the newspaper and instantly seeing that somebody died in the paper and that they drove off a bridge and all this other stuff that I'm not going to get into that's graphic. I'm like, that's so crazy because there's probably 10 other stories in that paper that you could have read, but your eyes just went to that one. You're automatically just going to everything that's bad in the world. And I feel like that is what I would imagine depression feels like, is like everything that's good is you're not seeing. You're only seeing the bad and you're only feeling the weight of the world.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like this is such a good project, because he's able to articulate these things in a way that like I understand, and that I've heard other people talking about depression in that same way. You know?
Yeah, I could definitely see like catching a moment with that.
Yeah.
And it moving up crazy, because I did just play $5 Pony Rides a couple of days ago. But before we get out of this conversation, I need like, could we get like a top 3 from each of you?
Wait, can I bring up a couple more?
Yeah.
Before we do that, because I want to talk about, I think, the album that's grown on me the most this year, and that's Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd. I think when that initially came out,
I was hating.
I was definitely hating. The more I go back to that project, yes, it's a little long, it's a little bloated, but there are so many slaps, bro. And going to that show and watching him do it live, and not only the after hours songs that I've loved since it came out, but and old shit obviously, but seeing him do the hits and even some of the deeper cuts from Hurry Up Tomorrow, I was like, wow. This album has some serious replay value. This album was a really good conclusion to the Weeknd era for Abel. And I do want to consider it for my top 5, top 10, at least in this year. Like,
it would be in my top 10 for sure.
There's some of his best songs on here.
Niagara Falls is probably in my top 5 for song of the year too.
Yeah.
I love that shit. Bro.
I have not been able to stop playing Give Me Mercy since the album came out, bro. I play that every day of my life.
That shit is incredible. I'm trying to think of what else.
I mean, I have to shout out FKA Twigs. I think probably
I was gonna say, I feel like that's like probably your album of the year. No?
Well, not anymore, but I think is definitely my most played album of the year so far. I think just the pop dance fusion on that record, the crazy production, it's really been the soundtrack to a lot of my year. You know, I think it's fun, easy to play. And I've been waiting to have moments, like I think I've been starting to lean a little bit more into the pop dance world, but I haven't really had an artist to champion. But like this new Twigs project is you feel like where the album came from, which is like dusty nightclubs in Prague on like ecstasy, doing drugs in the bathroom. That's like what this album feels like when you put it on. And it's fun to go there sometimes.
Do we count to the dusty back rooms in Prague?
Yeah.
Do we count Leon Thomas's Deluxe?
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but don't we not count Deluxe?
I don't think so.
I mean,
think so.
Do you think those five songs? It was 5, right?
It was
because when we
9.
When we went Tyler Deluxe, it was like a whole conversation.
It was 9 songs.
But I mean, some of those were remixes, like a couple of them.
It was 2. The 7.
It's great music though,
bro. Catch a Stray might be my song, dude.
Catch a Stray is incredible.
Catch a Stray is wow.
What was the other joint on the deluxe that went crazy?
Not Fair.
Not Fair is
oh my
not
God,
fair.
bro. That shit is stupid. Until Japan, you mentioned briefly, but I think that's definitely in the conversation for me. I Am Music Playboy Cardi was obviously great.
I was going to say, nobody wants to bring up Cardi.
I mean, I think that like it's a given. I think that's how this year feels. Like The Weeknd is going to make 10. Like Cardi's going to make the 10. You know, like it's just like because there wasn't enough product to even make it, so I gotta have a conversation about it. I don't think I've maybe had as much of a personal moment with those projects yet.
Yeah,
I really like them a lot though. But you know, I'm gonna mention the other ones. But I think that's damn near everything that's been crazy this year.
All right, now I think we can play your game.
Oh, top three.
Yeah, well, yeah. What are your guys' top 3 albums that have dropped so far this year?
I would probably go Giveon, Clips, and Bad Bunny in no particular order.
If you had to order them.
If I had to order them, Bad Bunny, Clips, Giveon.
Bad Bunny 1?
Yeah.
Clips 2, Giveon 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it is hard to put Clips in this conversation because they just dropped. But I think Bad Bunny is definitely going first. I think Clips is going second. I don't know. I was gonna put Balloonerism third. I can't lie.
You would really be playing that.
It sounds like you had a moment with that.
I really like that album.
Yeah,
to be honest,
that's dope.
I would never expect you to listen to that.
I mean, yeah, I don't listen to it around people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
dang.
Like it's pretty. I mean, I don't know. What other project feels like? Like I hear what you're saying about Hurry Up Tomorrow, and I hear what you're saying about music, but those projects just feel a little bloated to me. And it's not a criticism on like that they're bad projects. It's more just a criticism on like, you know, I like projects that are well thought out, that you can listen to all the way through, that you feel like have no skips. I feel like those projects do have skips for me.
Yeah.
And I think the projects I listed have no skips, personally.
Before I give you my top 3,
wait, so what was yours? Bad Bunny, Balloonerism, and Clips?
Bad Bunny, Clips,
but Balloonerism's third.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Before I give my top 3, I do have more honorable mentions that I just thought of. Sailor, From Florida's Finest, is a top 5 album of the year for me. I play that a lot front to back, and every time I do, I love it more than the last time.
It's a really good album.
I think that is a really, really strong project.
You think top 5 of the year?
I think it's top 5 of the year for me. It's definitely, I mean, it was before this flurry of incredible
I have
albums.
A question. Is that album better than Layla's album last year?
To me, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like it better.
I'm not mad at that take.
And then Pinball 2, Mike and Tony Seltzer, really great project. And then Bon Iver dropped like a really, really great project. But I think my top 3 would probably be Clips 1, FK Twigs 2. That third spot's tough. It should be Bad Bunny, but I just don't play it as much as I think I play some of the other stuff.
Well, I think that's what we're all here for, right? Like, I think clearly like we all have moments with different projects.
Yeah.
So like you don't have to put something in your top 3 just because it's popular.
Right.
You know?
Well, it's not because it's popular. It's because it's really high quality. When I go back, I'm like, yeah, special album. But for me personally, what do I want to give the third spot to? Damn, that's so tough. I love the Bieber album too. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going off of what I play the most and enjoy playing all the time, I'll go 3 from Florida's Finest by Sailor.
Okay. Okay.
Have you listened to the Giveon project?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just it's really, really good. But that one, I think I'm suffering from whatever the opposite of recency bias is, where I haven't played it in the right setting and caught a moment with it. Like it's super fire, but also I've just been listening to like a ton of like rap. Like I've been listening to Coke rap and like Future and Thug this week. Like I'm not really in a Giveon space right now.
And Lana by SZA doesn't count either.
Oof. Did that drop this year? I thought
it was the end of last year, right?
Yeah.
It was.
I thought it was like November, December
20th, 2024.
Yeah.
So I think that counts for this year.
So do you want to?
It says 2025.
But
yeah.
Did it? I'm not gonna say did it last because SZA always charts and shit. But like, did it last though?
30 for 30. I think Win. I think Drive is a big song. I think Saturn has obviously been going crazy.
That is a good choice.
But Saturn came out 2023.
I'm just saying this on the project.
Got it.
But the other two songs, realistically, are you slapping them? I'm asking a question. I'm not challenging you.
30 for 30 is not me slapping it at all. 30 for 30 is factually like a big song. The Kendrick feature?
Yes,
great song.
I understand, but are you listening to it? Is my question.
I don't play that song.
Okay,
but it is popular.
Okay, so but would you put that in your top?
I'm having a conversation. I'm asking you guys. I asked the question, does it count?
I'm saying I don't listen to 30 for 30 and I don't listen to Lana like that. So no.
So Lana does not count.
You could count it. It's up there. I love Kitchen. I play Kitchen all the time.
Would you put it in your top? That's crazy.
What?
Like,
wait, hold up. So let's ask the question again. So Lana does count.
Yeah, you can count it.
All right, are you putting it in your top 3?
No.
So you're putting Sailor above SZA?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I play the Sailor shit all the fucking time.
Okay.
That shit really has crack in it to me. And like, well, it's not the most like thematically deep, meaningful, emotionally rich, none of that. Those songs are just so sticky and so much fun to me.
Yeah. Okay, are we gonna end with Neon or out of here?
Nah, let's get up out of here.
You don't want to talk
I don't have anything productive to say about this.
We don't have to talk about Neon, but do you want to talk about Shane Gillis?
We can talk about Shane Gillis at the ESPYs. That was probably my favorite ESPYs, like, what is it called? Hosting job ever.
Yeah.
Shane Gillis, comedian who I think that we all know at this point, loves to walk an interesting line, but he's never someone who, to me at least, has ever really been offensive. I think he's genuinely pretty funny. Like I have no issue with the jokes that he says. He got on the ESPY stage and wilded out for about an hour and a half. It was jokes about everybody. It was no holding back. It was a full on, like, it felt almost like a comedy set of his. I love that and I appreciate that from ESPN because it's like, make this the entertainment that we all want. I don't think anyone gives a fuck about watching the ESPYs.
Yeah.
Like, no one even knows all the award categories. Like, you got to find a way to make it more of a draw. And I think bringing Shane in was the perfect way to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know which joke was my favorite. Probably the one where he's like, shout out to this random WNBA player, and it panned to a black woman sitting in the front row and everyone starts clapping. And he's like, that's actually just my friend's wife. She's not a WNBA player. I just knew that none of you guys knew any WNBA players. And like, you could just see, like, they didn't always pan to the crowd. They would keep it on him at certain times.
Yeah.
And like, you could just tell that the crowd was like, yo, fuck this guy sometimes. This fucking asshole. What else was really funny?
How'd you feel about the Caitlin Clark Waffle House joke?
I thought that was funny. Why?
I just walks a fine line, like you said, and I thought it was funny too. But
and I don't mind it because Caitlin's washed now.
Damn,
I'm so serious.
What's the joke?
Right?
I mean, I think he said something along the lines of like, after Caitlin Clark retires, she should work at a Waffle House because her passion or life calling is fist fighting black women.
That's pretty funny.
I was crying. I'm here for the Caitlin Clark fall off. What else happened at the ESPYs? Yeah, Shea just won everything. Eagles won Team of the Year because I
have no idea who won anything. I just watched the funny clips.
It was basic. Watch Shane Gillis' 10-minute monologue at the start though. It was fucking crazy. Shout out to WNBA. All-Star game was also this weekend.
Shout out to W.
That was fucking funny. Why did they have the two lesbian girls calling themselves the Stud Buds? It is two about 5'7" WNBA players, bright pink hair, running around the city of Indianapolis, live streaming all of the festivities.
That's fire.
So you see the after party with all the players. One of the lesbians was throwing it back on Angel Reese. Angel Reese was catching that shit. They had the commissioner in the league getting faded, dancing in the club, bro. Like, I was like, yo, this is ghetto.
That's a great stream though. I think WNBA needs some of that.
Niggas were talking about, so like the video of the girl throwing it back on Angel Reese. They like, imagine J-Dub throwing it back on Shea in the club. What would we do? What would happen? They made that shit super, super entertaining. They were trying to go out and like they had to wait in line for the club. One of them walked up to the front line security guard and was like, hey dog, we just got done playing in the All-Star game. We can't be waiting in the line for the club. That looks crazy.
Did they let him in?
Yeah, they eventually got in.
Good.
They eventually got in.
Stud Buds is fire.
Yeah.
You want to be my Stud Bud?
Oh, well, I don't know if either of us are studs.
I feel like I'm a stud. Like not a stud like that, but like there's multiple meanings there.
I think we could just be friends. We could just be buddies.
Okay.
But yeah, pay them what they're owed, right? That was what the t-shirt said at the game. Pay them more money. I'm on their side, right? You know what I'm saying? No, that's a joke. But yeah, pay them more money. Pay them more money, dead ass. Shout out WNBA. That's it.
Shout out the W.
Right. Did y'all watch the All-Star game?
No. I don't watch the NBA All-Star game. I don't watch any All-Star games except, I did watch the home run derby. Shout out Cal Raleigh, Seattle Mariners. He's going for the single season home run record. Smoked the home run derby. Go M's. Fucking Trident's up.
So he watched the home run derby and hates Bad Bunny. He's in his white man era. He's fully there.
I think my 25 years of life have been a white man era.
That's fair. You've been in your white man era. Man, appreciate y'all for watching, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, make sure to tap with your boys on Patreon. And we'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.